Alright everybody, welcome to our Daily Huddle episode number 6. Now before we actually get into this, first of all, let me play you a quick video of an introduction that we actually made just for our Daily Huddle.
5 questions that you want to know and you want answers to. Tell me what your number 1 question is going to be.
Alright, we are back. Now, I want to figure out if that actually went live or not. And I would have to be honest with you, I don't know if you guys actually saw that amazing introduction that my team actually put together for our Daily Huddle. Now, here's the thing, okay? Today in Canada, we are actually well, not we are, but I mean, it is a public holiday in Canada today, but I still managed to actually come back to the office just to make sure that I come here live with you guys in our Daily Huddle, because that's what I promised you, right? I promised you that I'm going to be here Monday to Friday, regardless of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be coming on to actually answer 5 questions. It can be any questions that you may have that I'm going to answer in great details. Now, if you want your question to be featured, simply right above on Facebook, there's a link, and on YouTube, right under below on the video description, there's a link where you actually can click on it, or simply go to www.fretlam.com/ask and submit your question. Now, here's another thing. I made a newbie mistake, okay? Yes. Fret Lam always make some really newbie mistake, even though he's running a 7-figure business. As you guys can see, there's a little box somewhere over here. I have no idea how I can actually remove that box, and I'm actually using another camera of mine. So the previous camera without that box, I actually have that, but I ran out of battery. So again, a newbie mistake. 2 newbie mistakes. One that it ran out of battery. The other one, like this camera over here, I don't know how to remove the box. So I don't know everything, okay? But I can share with you everything that I know that can actually help you with your business. So before I begin, I want to make sure that you guys are excited about today's Daily Huddle, and most importantly, excited about our Daily Huddle that we have happening every day. Now again, this is a really odd time that I am actually coming on live. I usually come on live at around 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. But again, today is public holiday, and I actually finished dinner with my family and rushed back to the office just to set up my camera, just to set up everything. But I still have this little box over here, which I don't know how to remove it. So I'm just, again, showing you how dedicated I am, and I want you guys to be dedicated, or just as dedicated as I am, towards your business, okay? So with that, today, it's going to be something exciting. We are going to be announcing our second winner for our Kickstart 500 grand. Last week, I actually announced a winner already that can actually get $500 straight from me to invest in your business. Now, on top of that, I'm going to give you a checklist for those of you who qualified and actually are a winner. You're going to get a checklist, and in that checklist, there are 4 to 5 items. If you complete it in 30 days, you get to come on to a one-on-one consultation call with me, absolutely free, and I'm going to actually work with you and share with you what you need to do to actually build, grow, and scale any business that you wanted to create. So again, I'm going to announce that later on today. So without waiting further ado, why don't we dive right into the 5 questions that have been sent to me through our forum, which you can actually find a link above this video on Facebook and right below this video if you are on YouTube right now. So with that, as you guys can see, the topic today is basically finding the perfect niche for your business, more specifically for your e-commerce business. Now, I know that a lot of people are basically saying, you know what, I just don't know which niche is great. I don't know what I should go after. I am passionate about something, but I just don't know how to move forward, or if that is the right niche. So with that, one of the person that asked us today actually talked a lot about the niche selection, and I'm going to dive right in later this 5 questions that I'm going to be answering. Listen, I guess that today I took a day off and I'm like slurring on my words already, so I apologize with that. So without waiting further ado, let's dive right in to the first question, okay? The first question is by Samuel Miller. Samuel Miller asks, my product sells for about $45 each in the clothing industry, and they pay additional $10 for shipping. Static reminder on top of each page. Is this a higher caliber product which warrants 7-day targeting? Or should I stick with 1 day? Really great question. So for those of you who don't get what Samuel is asking, is that when you're setting up your Facebook ads, you get to actually choose a 7-day conversion window or a 1-day conversion window. Now, what the 7-day conversion window and 1-day conversion window really means and stand for is that when you're running Facebook ad and you set your conversion window to be just 1 day, then what's going to happen is that Facebook will only report the data of your sale if the person actually click on your ad and simply made a decision and buys your product and triggers the purchase conversion within 24-hour period. And that's what the 1-day conversion really stands for. Now, if you actually look at something this is, again, more advanced, for those of you who have been running your Facebook ads, you can actually look at the breakdown column and simply look at and customize the column, and you can actually look at the conversion attribution. You can actually see that majority of your sales actually coming from 1 day, or it actually needs 7 days in order for the person to actually make that decision. Now, with that, I always recommend to go with 1-day conversion if you're selling a product that is less than around $50. Now, if you're selling more than $50, I would actually say that you need to set it to 7-day conversion window. Now, the only reason why I'm saying that is because at $50 and above, chances are is that these customers are not going to buy straight from your ad on day number 1. Okay, so you yourself have to actually look, well, how often or how would my customer respond to an ad? Do they respond to an ad within 24 hours, they buy a product? Or is it going to be 7 days, or within that 7 days, they're going to buy the product? So again, with the 7-day window, it's like if I click on your ad on day 1, and 3 days later, for somehow I went back to your website and actually buy the product, guess what? Facebook will then report back a sale because I put in a 7-day conversion window. So now with your question, Samuel, you asking, well, you're basically selling the product for $45 and it is going to be $10 shipping. So what I would suggest you to do, if you have never ran traffic to your product, you want to run traffic for at least a week or 2 weeks just to find out, okay, the sales that you are acquiring off of Facebook. Is it going to be 1 day, or does it take 7 days to actually do that? Now, I have a product that I sell that is around $79. The front end product right out of the gate is $79. And I set a 7-day window, and I also set a 1-day window. And I've been realizing that 7-day windows is actually performing better for me for a higher ticket price, only because Facebook actually has more data and more analysis that they can actually do and perform with your purchase conversion window. So at $45 of $10 shipping, I would have to say go ahead and do 7-day window, okay? That's what I would suggest you to do. Now, if you're doing like a tripwire method or you're selling a product that's under $20, I would actually stick with just 1 day, because that way you want to actually have Facebook rapidly find the purchasers, and actually optimize your ads and basically go from there, okay? Sorry, I have to take a sip of water. The second question is by Jeet. Jeet asks, which app platform is best for e-commerce? So I actually mentioned this in our first daily huddle. There's 2 that you can actually really work with. Number 1 is Facebook. Number 2 is you can go with Google Shopping if you want, or you can basically go with Bing. So these are the ones that I would suggest you to go after right away. Now, if you say what is the best platform, I do have to say it is Facebook, okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying it is Facebook, it is really because at the end of the day, majority of the e-commerce stores and the e-commerce businesses are basically now all on Facebook. And Facebook is actually built for e-commerce with their advertising platform. You're actually going to be seeing more and more e-commerce ads in your newsfeed because it is just proven to actually work. So again, I would have to say right now, by far, it is going to be Facebook, okay? And that's why I spend so much time teaching, sharing, and showing you guys about Facebook, is because it is actually a very important traffic source in all forms of online business, not just e-commerce. If you're trying to run an agency business, a local business, a digital publishing business, or even an affiliate marketing business, Facebook is no doubt something that you absolutely cannot basically move away from. It is something that you can simply use and easily build a 6 to 7 figure business all just with Facebook. So again, that's my recommendation to you. And it is much easier when it compares to Google and the other traffic sources out there. All right, so I hope that helps you out, Jit. The third question of the day is Jeremy Kalistibia. Okay, I hope I pronounced your name right. Kalistibia. All right, I'm just so bad with names. I gotta figure out how I can get better with names. All right. So, your question is, need help to understand data I get from my ads. How to see if the ad are good or what needs to be fixed to get better data, if it needs to cancel or continue. I need info about that very urgently. Thank you. You're doing a good job, Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy, great question that you actually brought that up. So I am not sure if you actually downloaded a free 10-part video training series that I have to the public where you simply just go through that training and it will walk you through step by step on how to create an e-commerce store, how to advertise on Facebook, and what you need to analyze. And in that mini free course that I have to the public, you will actually see that inside that, I think it was in the Facebook module, I specifically talked about data analysis. And there are 4 levels of data analysis that I always look at. Number 1 is the cost per purchase. Number 2 is the click-through rate link. Number 3 is the cost per click link. Number 4 is actually the CPM. Now, if you actually want to look for these data, you would actually have to go into your Facebook account, then simply head over to the breakdown, okay? At the middle of the page, I don't know how I can draw it out. You see your campaigns over here, your overview over here. At the bottom, at the middle, there's a link on your right-hand side. Well, this side, if it's the right-hand side, you'll see the word breakdown, okay? When you click on the word breakdown, you get the, not the breakdown, customize column. My apologies, it's called customize column. Click on the word customize column and you get to actually customize what data points you want to look at for your Facebook ad performance. And the ones that you want to look at, again, very importantly, is the 4: cost per purchase, cost per click link, click-through rate link, and also the CPM. Now, there's also secondary data that I actually look at. Things like add to carts. Did I actually have any add to carts? Did I have any initiate checkout? So these are just going to be secondary information for me to actually see what is going on. Now, also on the secondary data, I also look at the cost per click all and CTR all. And I really want to look at the following, okay? And here's why I also look at the secondary data for those of you who want to know. So when it comes to click-through rate all and the CPC all, I want to basically determine if my ad is a viral ad that people just like to share and comment about it, or it is going to be an ad that's actually going to get me direct response. So if you're actually getting an ad with a very high cost per click link, but if you're actually looking at your secondary data and discovered that your cost per click all and your CTR all is actually, well, your cost per click all is very low, and your CTR link for, your CTR all, I hate it, it's very high, then what's going to tell you is that the market is responding to your ad, but they're just not responding on going to your landing page to actually buy that product. So again, that means that you want to make some adjustment in your ad to be more direct to telling people to actually go ahead, click here, and buy your product, okay? So these are the secondary data points that I actually look like. Now, on top of that, I also look at the add to cart and initiate checkout, because at the end of the day, if you're, let's say that you're getting a good cost per click link, so you're getting a cost per click link that's less than $1, you're getting a click-through rate link that's above 1.5%, your CPM is hovering pretty awesome. But at the end of the day, you're not getting a sale. Now, if you're not getting a sale, then there are some problem that is happening that you may not be aware of. And if you're getting actually a low cost per click link and a high click-through rate link, then at the end of the day, you're still not getting a sale, then that means that the customer went to your website and they either found the selling price that you're selling the product on is too expensive. So you actually want to lower that, okay? Now, on the other hand, I will look at the add to cart. So if I actually have a lot of people that added the product to carts, but they just left, okay? I did not get a sale from them. Now, chances are it's going to tell you that the shipping is going to be too high. Now, if you're using the tripwire method that I show you guys and taught you guys how to use, simply use the bait method, okay? Sorry, the bait method is actually available only in my members area, my apology. But there's a method that I call the bait method, and I sell it for a lower price and charge a shipping to it to really differentiate the data to see what is going on so that I made a right decision on knowing if it is the product that's not selling, or if it is the price that's too high, or it's just a product that people just don't really give a crap about, okay? So these are the data points that I look at. And again, you actually want to look at all these in your Facebook ad reporting and go to customize column and specifically look for these data points so you know if your ad is performing, what is happening with your ad, so you can make an informed decision if you should pause, continue, or actually scale up your ads. All right. So again, it may sound a little bit too much. Yeah, I know. So some Pack Smack said that there's a triangle in my ad, in my video. I know. I don't know how to remove it. I told you guys earlier I'm a complete newbie. I have no clue how to remove it. So my apology on that. I would figure out from my team how to get this done. I know nothing about technology. Like these kind of like camera stuff, I don't even know what is going on. It took me like hours and hours just to figure it out. All right. So moving back. So putting the meat into the comment box or into the chat box on YouTube. If you guys are enjoying this daily huddle right now, just wanted to make sure. And I'm actually going to take a sip of water. Awesome. All right. It does take a lot of energy for these stuff. So, going back into the fourth question. Okay. The fourth question is by Mohammed Mustafa. I think I pronounced your name right. Mohammed Mustafa. Okay. So Mohammed Mustafa said, as a new seller with a new store and a new pixel, should I optimize my website conversion ad that I'm running for a product for purchases right away? Or should I start with VC, which is view content, then add to cart, then purchases to enable my pixel to build data? Good question. Again, I actually mentioned that in our, I believe, our second daily huddle, our second episode of our daily huddle. And I always go after purchase. And the reason why, go watch my Daily Huddle episode 2 on YouTube, okay? You'll find out why, because I actually explained for like 15 minutes on why I always choose website conversion. But to answer your question in short, website conversion, regardless if it is a new pixel or if it is a new store. And if you want to know why, go to my YouTube channel, okay? It is www.youtube.com/FredLam. Go to my YouTube channel, and you will actually find the Daily Huddle episode 2 that I talked in length about why I go after the website conversion right out of the gate for purchases, and I explain the entire analogy behind it so you understand why I choose it, and it's not something that I just make up, and fairy tale land somewhere actually, or fairy godmother somewhere told me about it, okay? It's not. You will know the exact reason why that happens, okay? So, that's a quick one. All right, so now to our last question, which is one of the most important questions that everyone really asks, okay? It's Josie Roberto. So, I remember I actually asked, Josie Roberto is actually one of our Zero Up member, and I remember I answered her question inside our members-only training. But again, I would love to actually share this to the public. Because it is a very important piece, and it's a piece that a lot of people are quote-unquote stuck on. I don't know why you guys are stuck on niche selection, but I always see that people just don't move forward because they just don't know if they should be using this niche or not, and they should change niche or not. It's kind of like going to college or university. You're going in and trying to actually go into accounting, and then when you fill out all your paperwork, you're figuring it as accounting, all of a sudden, you change and want to be a biochemist or something. I don't know. I guess it is a struggle that a lot of modern people like you and I always have, is making the right decision and thinking too much, okay? I think as a human, we think way too much. It is as simple as it is. And a lot of people, which is very interesting, a lot of people find these stuff very simple, but they just try to complicate things. And there's actually one thing that I learned, and I still remember this. It was back in high school, when I was still going to school. Back in high school, my art teacher actually taught us photography 101, and I still remember till this day. Now, before I go into the niche, I'm going to share you the story with you first, okay? It's called the KISS method, okay? K-I-S-S. And it stands for Keep It Simple Stupid, okay? Let me repeat that. The KISS method stands for Keep It Simple Stupid. It is actually a photography 101 thing that people want to actually shoot photos at the most simplest form. And those most simplest form always comes out to be a piece of art. And as us as a human, we complicate things way too much. Like absolutely way too much. Like niche selection. It is so easy. Just go with what you love to do. Because if you love to do something, or if you love that niche, chances are you will know how to sell that product, okay? So again, whenever you are actually going, I don't know if I should do this or that, or if you're trying to complicate things in life or in business or in a relationship, just remind yourself the KISS method, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. All right? Very important stuff. So, anyways, coming back into that right now. And the reason why I'm sharing this keep it simple stupid is really because you want to keep things simple. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It is as easy as it sounds. When it's coming to niche selection, go with what you're passionate about. Because if you are passionate about the products that you sell or the niche you're in, it is so much easier for you to actually sell the product. It's not like a used car salesman that is going to sell you a piece of junk. Right? You don't want that. And those used car salesmen, they need a lot of training and sales in order for them to actually sell the product. Now, for you, if you have no passionate or no desire on a particular niche, then guess what? You're going to have a struggle on selling the product because you don't even know on the other side of the computer or the other side of your mobile screen who that person is. What do they like? What are they interested in? What is the latest news? What is the things that they buy? Why would they buy it? If you don't know these stuff, guess what? You're not going to sell a piece of crap, okay? You're not going to sell a single thing. And I'm just going to be honest, upfront, and straightforward with you, all right? So that's why I always tell people, choose a market that you are absolutely passionate about. So, moving back to the question, okay? Josie asks, I'm confused about a niche to select. Okay, fair enough. Put into me, into the comment box on Facebook, or if you are on YouTube, into the chat box. Put into me if you are still stuck on niche selection. If you are still stuck on niche selection, put into me, and I'm going to take a sip of water again. Alright. Okay. I'm calling you guys out, and don't be surprised when I'm calling you guys out. I got Eric saying me right now. And I bet there's a lot of people right now that's going to be saying me, but you guys are simply just too shy to say me. Annie Mary said me, okay? Marlene Johansson said, do we go to the same school? I am not sure if we went to the same school. We may. If you're in Richmond, that's where I actually went to school, then chances are we may have been going to the same school, okay? So we got Sam, Cheap Deals, Vijal, Stefan, Y, Sugar Glider, TDS 1848. I'm getting a lot of me. And you know what? It is absolutely fine, okay? But here's the thing. I hope the answer to the question that I have is going to help you guys out, okay? And that's why I purposely selected. So Josie said that I've been a practitioner for many years, but that's service-based, okay? I used to love and sew wedding dresses. And after listening to you mentioning to choose a niche, we can expand in rather than limiting. I know there's a market out there for bribes, but usually it's not recurring revenue. I've chosen to go with the travel accessories after hearing your talk about expanding my niche, but I'm not sure I love it like you say we should. What do you suggest? Wedding. Period. You already told me, Josie, that you are passionate about wedding. Now, I think that you are basically in a position where you are not in your customer's shoe. You're like, well, wedding is limited. I would have to tell you, traveling is even limited at the same time. Yeah, there's a lot of travelers in the market, but at the end of the day, does traveler buy stuff? I would have to say not really. Like me, I travel a lot, and I hardly buy any travel accessories. I may have a passport holder, I may have a pillow, a neck pillow, and that's really about it. Or basically, I spend like money on luggages, but that's really it. And are they gonna give you a recurring revenue model? No, because travelers are just gonna buy one product and it will last for like however, like many years, unless if they lose it. Okay. Now here's the other part. Wedding. You're passionate about wedding. You love to sew wedding. That's gonna be awesome because you know the wedding market very well. And here's something that you don't know. On Facebook, you can actually target your wedding store specifically to the bribe. Okay, here's why. Because you can actually advertise based on relationship. And you can actually go after women that are just recently got engaged. Guess what? Those people, every day there are gotta be a lot of people that get engaged every day. And that means that every day there's a lot of people that basically need to host a wedding. And if wedding is not a big market, then all these hotels can actually close their shops, close their banquet hall, and they're going to be out of business, right? Every day there's someone that are like, not someone, but there are a lot of people that simply just get married, okay? And the beauty is that on Facebook, you get to advertise to people who just recently got engaged. And you know what? When you know that they recently got engaged, they are in the mindset of buying any products or anything related to wedding. So now, yes, it may not be a recurring revenue model, but at the end of the day, if people are buying products from you, they love your service, they love what you talk about, they can see that you're passionate about wedding, guess what? They're going to refer to their friends that they're about to get married, or a couple years later, their other friends are getting married too, they will refer business to you. And that's the thing that you want to create. Because you know right away, you're trying to complicate things again. You basically took my training and you start to think, there's so much other stuff that you can start figuring out that, oh, is this going to work? Is this market to be big enough? Is this market limited? You start to think too much. Again, keep it simple, stupid, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, the KISS method. Go with the wedding. Okay. And I just lost my. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Oh, there you go. I'm back. Oh shoot. All right. I just spilled water just to go and get my camera. So I'll fix this later. Anyways, go with wedding because that's what you're passionate about. And Josie, I can promise you, and I know for a fact that if you love the wedding market, you will do a hell of a job in the wedding market, and people on the other side can feel it because they know that you're great about wedding. You love wedding. And consumers are smart. They're not dumb. And I would have to be honest about that. So again, that's what I would go after. Go with the wedding market. So again, for those of you who are listening, who are struggling to figure out what your niche is, seriously, go think what you would love to spend time on. Like if it was me, okay, there's another niche that I absolutely love to do, or I would have to say there's another business that I absolutely would love to do. How many of you want to hear that? Put in a 1. If Fred Lam is not doing these daily huddle, or Fred Lam teaching or inspiring people how to actually create a business online or running e-commerce, guess what Fred Lam will do? Put a 1 if you wanted to know. And while the ones are coming in, I need to clean up this mess. Hold on. Alright, put in a 1, and I'll just share with you real quick on what it is. And after that, we will announce our winner for our Kickstart $500 grant for the day. Alright, I'm getting a lot of ones coming in. White Knight said that I need some spill-proof mug. Yes, I think I need that. Alright, so for me, something that I'm super passionate about, that I love to actually do, and it's actually a childhood thing. I love video games. I just absolutely love video games. And if I were to actually say, Fred, if you wanted to create another business, what would you do? I would have to say, I'm going to become like a YouTuber on just playing video games. And that's all I'm going to do. Like, you can see people on Overwatch, people Call of Duty, people playing League of Legends, all those what they call now, it's an e-sport. I would love to actually get into e-sport. That's what I would do. And I would just sit in the computer every day, just basically put ads on my videos, go record the gameplay and everything. That's what I would do, and then basically design some t-shirts to actually sell along with it, and to basically create maybe a insider club for how to play better at certain games. Like, I would love to do that. And yeah, you guys may find it funny, but guess what? You know, people make tons of money doing just YouTube video playing video games. You'll be like blown away about that. But anyways, that's what I'm just saying, just sharing something that I'm truly passionate about, that I would love to do, that maybe one day you may see me becoming a gamer YouTuber, if I decided to actually do that one day. I think I can do a good job. So anyways, so with that, that's enough of those little small talks. So right now, we're gonna go and have something fun, okay? We're gonna announce our next winner of our Kickstart 500 grant right now. Put in the word 500 right into the comment box on YouTube, or sorry, on Facebook, and right in the live chat, put in 500 right now, while I actually search for the winner. Have it in my mobile device. Alright, I'm getting a lot of people saying 500 right now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright. Yes, Marlene, I gotta figure out the camera first. I know. I definitely know that. Okay, anyways, I'm getting a lot of people saying 500 right now. So, are you guys ready? We're gonna have some drum roll. This week's Kickstart 500 grant winner goes to Carl Pucciadio. Alright, I'm so bad with names. I feel so bad. It's not Carl. It's Carol. C-A-R-O-L. Holy crap. My apology. It's Carol Pucciadio. So P-U-C-H-A-I-L-O. You know what? I need to go take a lesson on pronouncing people's name. I just feel so embarrassed sometimes. Alright, so here's her story, okay? I'm not gonna mention her URL. She actually gave me her website address, but I don't want to share it out because it's a privacy problem. So here's what it say. xyz.com. I'm not gonna say what the actual is. xyz.com is my business and my passion, as I am a nurse practitioner with a dream to educate, offer non-pharmaceutical solutions, as well as provide mothers with the latest research and products that improve their sleep. My reason for starting this business is so that mothers can take excellent care of themselves and their families better. I have been passionate about this topic ever since I had a sleep disturbance that affected me in my late 20s, and I became focused on solutions for a good night's rest. I believe that This business is more than necessary. It is vital to our current generations to radically change how women protect their nightly bedtime routine. The mission and purpose of XYZ.com is to be a world leader in women's health in the area of sleep restoration and solutions that truly improve the quality of their lives. Thank you for this opportunity, Fred, and the Zero Up team. So I do have to say, this is such an inspiring story because I know back then when my mom was taking care of me and my 2 brothers, she did not even have sleep, and she hardly was able to actually go to sleep, and sleep was a very, very big thing for her, and it was a problem for her. And I would believe that sleep is also a very, very, very detriment thing for mothers too. So I'm very proud of you, Carol, for actually stepping out as a nurse practitioner to actually help you really change the world and change, especially helping women, the mothers especially, who are the most, I would say the women are the mothers are the strongest, and the person that I firmly believe that is even crazier or even more dedicated than an entrepreneur. You would have to really find out, like, moms really give up a lot just for their kids, their sons. So you guys should be grateful that you, if your mother is still around with you, I would have to say pick up the phone, call her, and thank her, and tell her how grateful you are about her. I have to say, like, moms are always the best. Okay. So, anyways. Congratulations, Carol. Your story really inspired me, and you actually wrote out a lot of information. Like, you wrote out, you did a lot of details, and I absolutely love it. Now, here's one thing, Carol, is that I looked at your action plan, and I will get my assistant to email you about this. I would suggest a different action plan for you. And not go with what you proposed to me. And there's a reason why, and I'll share that with you through email, and I'll get my assistant to email you the information, and you should be getting your $500 hopefully by tomorrow, okay? So you can use that $500, and I'll give you a checklist of what you need to do, okay? So if you accomplish those checklists, I'll get on to a one-on-one free consultation call with you, and to share with you what I would do to help these mothers to bring your message out to the world, all right? So that's it really for today's Daily Huddle and our announcement of our Kickstart 500 grant. Now, if you, okay, only one per person can actually apply, all right? You do not want to apply multiple times. If you want to see if you can qualify for our Kickstart 500 grant, go to www.fretlamb.com/500. And if you want your question to be featured in our Daily Huddle, make sure you go to www.fretlamb.com/ask, fill out that form, and I will get your questions answered in our Daily Huddle. Other than that, that's really it for today. I really want to see if you guys actually love today's section. So put in, I don't know, on Facebook, give me the love symbol. And if you are on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up, okay? So I can actually see if you guys absolutely love our Daily Huddle. And again, like I said, I rushed back to the office just for you guys, just to be here, to simply share with you guys and be here. And as I promised, I'm going to be here every single day, Monday to Friday, just to answer 5 questions, stay connected with you guys, share with you some of the knowledge that I have, and to basically help you with your online business. Other than that, I look forward on seeing you tomorrow. Make sure you like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? YouTube gets instant notification. So subscribe to my YouTube channel to actually get the instant alerts on when I'm going to actually come on live with our Daily Huddle. Every day the time is going to be a little bit different, only because I need to actually have my schedule work it out. But I promise, regardless of how late it is, I will be coming on live Monday to Friday for our Daily Huddle, okay? So that's it for today. If it is morning for you guys in Australia or in UK or whatever, or on the other side of the world, keep hustling, keep going. And for those of you who are in North America, I hope you should get some pretty nice sleep, wake up early tomorrow, and keep hustling, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.